Alright, good morning. It's the day after looking at that Kubota wheel loader. In the meantime, I'm going to go to another customer. Just heading there now. 416 cat backhoe. Apparently doesn't start. I don't know if it cranks and doesn't start. I don't know if it has no key power or if the starter's just clicking. I'm not really sure what's going on, so we're going to go have a look and see what's going on. Well, here's the machine right here. Just waiting on Sammy in the car there. He's kind of been running around the yard looking after all the equipment and whatnot, so we'll wait for him to come through if he doesn't get stuck right here with the ruts I made, and we'll talk to him and see what's going on with the backhoe. Well,
what happened?
I was going to ask you the same.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
I believe it, I'm not sure. I believe it's started.
You think it's a starter?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I started.
Yeah.
Okay. From beginning, I see just one time. Okay? That's it, it's gone. I say it's party. I pushed it. I believe it just put a key in it. Nothing else.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. He showed electrically. You know, he showed that she have electricity.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Okay.
So starter now we have one chance. You are a mechanic, you know better.
Yeah.
First, let me just go open door, check our shop. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna review. So you're gonna hit the starter. I'm gonna start it. Machine. If you start, I mean, what is it? Starter is not fun. No question. We even know. No, you must do check it. You don't have any of those.
Are there batteries in it right now?
Yes. I'm gonna bring the key. I'm gonna open.
Yeah, open up the battery box.
Give me.
No problem, Sam.
I'm gonna put that.
No worries.
I'm gonna open it for you. Check the battery first. See it.
Yeah.
Yesterday I put it all that day with my charge.
All day on a charger?
Almost, yeah.
Did you have an actual charger that plugs into the wall, or did you put a machine?
No, I bring it from wall and machine. I
Where?
bring it from wall.
What do you charge it from?
I charge it. I put it's 12 volt. It's one battery just
Okay.
only in it.
Yeah.
This one is 12. Machines other one I use.
There's only one battery in this?
Supposed to be two, but one in it. One we start. Still is start.
Yeah, it would start with one battery?
Yeah, with one battery.
Okay.
So let me just.
Alright, so they're using one battery to start it, which they should have two. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I just checked the battery and it's at 12.7. They're only using one battery. And they claim it would start with one battery, so they're only, I imagine they're only using one because they've had quite a few thefts in the yard of batteries in their machines. They're no longer working. They retired and sold off a bunch of equipment, but they still have some left in the yard. So let's see what it does. So it doesn't make any click. Sure. Park brake is on. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so I wonder if we've got a bad fuse or something. Don't hear any kind of clicking. Alright, so this little 5 amp fuse here. Show it. one side, going to the other side of the 5 amp. So that's on the other side of this 5 amp. One side and the other side. So definitely pull that fuse out. I'm going to check all the other ones while I'm at it. Alright, I just got this 5 amp fuse replaced in there. This is the old one. Are we going to be this lucky? I don't know what that fuse is for. It's nothing's labeled, but I don't think. Let's try. Nope. Didn't think that was going to be it. Alright, I just got this 5 amp fuse replaced in there. This is the old one. Are we going to be this lucky? I don't think. Let's try. Nope. Didn't think that was going to be it. Alright, I guess we'll figure out which relay is for the starting, is for the starter motor, and go from there. But on SIS here, you see K1 on the schematic is your start relay, and then P2 is the fuse feeding this relay. So we're going to check that relay and this fuse and the fuse block on the machine. I don't know how, but I missed this 20 amp fuse back here. So we've got key on and on the terminal. There's no power, so maybe it's that 20 amp fuse, hopefully. That makes sense. Well, here's that 20 amp fuse that I missed in the panel. It's blown. Let's get a new one in and see what it does. Alright, got the new fuse in. Somehow I missed it. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Still. Unless it blew it right away. Alright, so I'm only reading 2 volts here on the fuse P2, which feeds the key start relay. So what I've done is I've just jumped 12 volts from the seat heater fuse directly to P2. Let's see if it will turn over. And it does not. Alright, so getting fooled here. So this relay actually activates when you go to start, go to key start. This relay closes and sends power through this fuse. And the first time when I checked that to see if this relay, I'd swapped it, the first time I checked that, this fuse was blown. So it still wouldn't start. And then I put the old relay back in thinking it wasn't the relay, but then I only had 2 volts here. I just swapped the relay and now I have 12 volts when I switch the key to start. So let's see if it'll start now. Well, still won't. Alright, so when you turn the key to start, it still won't start. It is switching power from this relay through that fuse now, which means from that fuse it goes through a bunch of plugs. Like in the schematic there's probably 8 different plugs, connectors, that this one wire goes through down to the starter trigger wire. So now we're gonna have to go to the starter and see if we're getting power there. either a wire is going to be broke or it's getting power and the starter solenoid's not switching. Tip for some people that may not know: 420, 416 D series backhoes. To open the hood, there's a release lever underneath the cab right there. Pull that out, usually the hood will open. Alright, got the panel off, gain access to the starter, and looky down here, here's the starter. The light's in the way. See if you can see down here, right there on the start solenoid. There's the trigger wire. It's just hanging off. So we'll get that hooked up, and hopefully that's the last of this thing not starting. Alright, wires on. Grand finale. Oh, there we go. Alright. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, so that's the end for that backhoe. I know that Sammy there, that worker, he was under there, and I had heard a mention of a hammer, some hammering, so I don't know if he at any point was trying to boost that machine and maybe it wasn't cranking. I don't know. You never know what he could have been doing under there with a hammer, but regardless, that trigger wire was disconnected from the start solenoid, so got that fixed. She starts, customer's happy. That's an old customer I used to do a lot of work for. For two and a half years I ran my service truck and worked for them consecutively pretty much every day. They ran a fleet of scrapers and larger excavators, Hitachi 470s and Deere 670s and 740 40-ton rock trucks, Cat rock trucks, some Komatsu rock trucks, and all the scrapers were 631s or 657s, I believe. There was a few 621s in the mix as well, 621Gs, 621Fs, but mainly the 631s, and those things just, you couldn't keep enough of those running. They're like swarm you like bees out on a job site, and I could still hear them in my sleep coming up to the service truck, it feels like. But anyway, great customer, and love doing work for them. So they're officially retired, they're not working anymore, but still they got some equipment in the yard to finish up getting ready to get rid of. So anyway, that's the end for that backhoe. I might include it in the Kubota wheel loader video, or might make a separate video, I'm not sure yet. But either way, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I'm gonna just include this clip in after working on that backhoe, this Cat 420 or 46, it's a 420D I think. And I was going to include it in another video and I never got around. I don't even remember what it was for. This 416 or 420 was from a while ago. So anyway, I'll just include this in after and give you guys kind of an idea of what's going on. I got a loader over here that needs head gaskets, or head gasket. And I've just recently picked up a trailer from another customer. See what you guys think of it. I'm thinking of fixing it up and seeing how much money, and I'll basically do a video of the trailer, how much money I have into it, how much time, and see if I come out on top. I figured for what it was, so this trailer, it's a 2022 model. It's a Forest River, and I think it's got 5,300 pound axles. It's 22 feet from the V. So up here, starting here to the back, it's 22 feet total. 20 foot from right here, usable deck length anyway. Anyway, yeah, so I just picked this trailer up. They were gonna, believe it or not, this trailer got into a got rear-ended. I don't know how. I don't know the story. This is where it got hit, down in here, this corner. So they were gonna scrap it. These guys were gonna tow this trailer to the scrapyard. So I figured if I'm gonna buy junk, I'll buy cheap junk, and that's exactly what this is. It I don't know, I think it's fixable. I think a little bit of time, maybe. See what you guys think. Do you guys think it's gonna take more money to repair than what's worth? Like this, these panels here are damaged. This panel, don't mind the farm triangle. That's so I could get it home. Tow's great, tow's straight. Unfortunately these guys, the scrapyard that they were going to take it to, told them they had to rip the floors out. They couldn't send it with any wood, so that's a bummer, because plywood is pretty expensive. That'll probably be the most expensive piece of this trailer. And I'm assuming it had plywood sides too. So, yeah. I'll flip the door down and I'll show you guys the damage. See what you guys think. Oh, and I paid 200 bucks for this trailer. I just gave them what the scrapyard was going to give them. So, cheap junk. If you're going to buy junk, buy cheap junk. So, I think I'm going to make it a project. And I don't mind doing projects. I've sold a few machines and fixer-uppers. Sometimes you can make a bit of money on them. Or my wife wants to make this a chicken coop. She thinks this would be a good chicken coop. You put steel grating on the bottom here, and everything falls to the floor. But I think that's an expensive chicken coop, if you ask me. What do you think, Silas? You think the trailer's fixable? Do you? Alright, let's flip this door down. Have a look. Alright, so here's the door down. And I was thinking, so this piece of the door here, this corner is bent. I could definitely save this door frame because it's straight at the back, except for there, of course. But I could cut this piece out, weld a new one in. Same with this piece. Up to here and there. And I'll have to get new aluminum sheeting. That's not, that could be, or I might do barn doors. I'm not sure. We'll see how, really it depends on how this corner comes out. Silas, watch your feet. So yeah, it is pushed in quite a bit, but there is a piece of frame rail here coming up, and then one here coming across. And it's not, those aren't bent. So I was thinking of just cutting, I'll just cut there, cut in here, down, and then pull this corner out and see how it looks. I'm not going for perfection here if I'm going to keep the trailer. And if I sell it, it'll definitely, price will reflect. But if I cut this section out, whatever I have to do here. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be too bad of a repair. A couple days and some metal, some welding. It's the flooring that's going to be more of a pain, or purchasing the plywood anyway. It really, the repair in the back corner would have to go smooth to make it worth putting plywood in. And if it doesn't work out, then maybe it'll be a chicken coop, or I'll just dump it and someone else can fix it. But I think it's fixable. I'm gonna end up making, you guys think I should make a separate video of this trailer repair, the money, time I've got in, every single penny, add it all up and see if you can make any money at it, or if I did. I'd be curious to know. A lot of projects I end up working at, and sometimes you're scared to total up the end tally if you're really coming out on top. Some stuff you win, some stuff you lose. But yeah, that's the next, it's gonna be my next project. I got another one coming up. I gotta get this head gasket done in this loader first before I start, but I've got a Volvo rock truck with some issues. I'll post the video right about now. Where's that coming from? Oh no. There's a final drive cover. Well, that's not good. It's all cracked down here too. Alright, so you see that video? That's not good. Something is locked up in that axle, so obviously the final drive is piled up too. We're gonna have to pull that axle out. That'll be a project. Probably in a couple days, 2 or 3 days, I'll get to that machine. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know about what you think of the trailer. Should I fix it? Should I dump it? Should I scrap it? Should I make it into a chicken coop? Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.